Okay guys, today I'm gonna fix the leather tie machine. This one was leaking and I fixed it and it's working great. But there's another one that started to leak a little bit and it's missing a sticker in front of the leather tie. And I'm gonna fix it before it does more damage. As you can see under, there's some stuff leaking, so I'm going to try to fix it before it gets too bad. First, make sure it's unplugged. You need 5/16 socket to remove this, but in order to remove that you need a wrench 12. Let's screw this first. It's gonna adjust where's the it's gonna adjust how much the foam comes out, so it's like adjuster. So make sure you remember where is this placed at. Check a video. If you're missing something, you can unscrew this to adjust how much foam you need. So this comes off. Now we have to loosen this. So this is like just goes up and down. This releases the water, the solution in. I'm gonna use these pliers to loosen it. This is it. Make sure you don't damage the washers. You got two. If they're damaged, that means you gotta replace them. Now you can take this off and this. Just remember, sometimes it leaks right here around this. It might get loose and just leaks, goes under. Now we're gonna remove 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. Okay, I loosen the screws. Make sure you separate the screws. You got 4 of them. Set this aside. I gotta show you the problem, where it leaks the most. It leaks right around here. And see, all around. And this is the heater. So the heater goes here. If your heater is damaged, it's easy to replace. But the seal here goes bad. Okay, so now we're gonna loosen this one, and this one. And then we're gonna remove this one. Make sure you separate the screws. And be careful with everything else, the wires and everything. Separate these, where do they go? These are the bigger ones. These are smaller once they hold all this. The switch, this the switch when it turns it on. So all set of screws. Well, these 3, separate them. These 2 right here. These 4, the first we took off. This is how the spring, don't lose the spring. You can take it off right here because it was attached here. This comes off. So this is all off. Leave the spring here. And there's, see the grooves right here. It goes in that. You gotta put it back where the grooves of that too, because this helps to turn it on and off. Now we got one more thing to go. You can take all this off, right? See, this is where it leaked. Probably I'm gonna go clean it now so it dries out before I'm done with the rest. We don't need all that stuff here. See? So next thing we're gonna do, you see where it leaked? So it goes right into the heater. Heater is right here. So I'm gonna loosen this and pay attention how it is before you put it together. There's a washer here. No wonder I had an extra washer the first time I did it. Okay, so don't make the same mistake I did. So there's a washer here so the heater doesn't get pinched. So loosen this. Loosen this. This is a long screw. That means same screw that held the spring. So don't forget, the spring gotta go back on it. So make sure don't damage anything, the components here. Make sure you don't damage anything. So if you had a bad heater, that means if it started leaking, all of them started leaking right here. If it started leaking, that means everything went to the heater. So water, liquid, and the heat doesn't go well together, right? So make sure you pay attention how this looks. So don't forget that washer goes right here. Okay, so this goes on top. And then look at the heater. See, I already started to get damaged because all that liquid went in it. But if you want to replace the heater, you can easily just disconnect these wires and connect the new heater. It's just a wire if you look at it. And make sure you clean everything. I'm gonna go clean, wash this stuff. But look what it did. So all this stuff shouldn't be here. And then I'll show you how to fix the problem. Okay, now we're gonna unscrew these 3 screws. And like I said, make sure you separate all in a row. So I got everything separated. Now I'll show you where the problem starts. Look at this washer. There's heat and vibration, and they put this kind of washer. So there's heat and vibration. The heater goes right under, so you can tell where it heats up. And this should hold the heat, maybe changes the color, but the washer doesn't hold the heat and vibration. So over time, look at what kind of washer. It's so weak. How to fix the problem? This is silicone gasket maker, oil resistant. This is for cars more, but this is silicone. It's a heat resistant. So this is meant to, I couldn't find anything else, but as long as you find heat resistant silicone, then you put around here. There's a grooves here, but don't put too much because this spins. So it might damage this. So don't put too much. And this only goes one way. Just you remember, it goes up. And long as you put enough around here, and don't worry if the screws, you get some on the screws, which is better because they don't get loose. And then you put the stuff back and you should be good. But make sure you wash it good around here. But I won't get this wet, so make sure you just wipe but don't get anything wet here. If you got them wet while you're opening it, anything, let it dry overnight. Don't plug it in. You might screw everything up. And you did all of it for nothing. Just remember, if you get it wet, anything, make sure you don't plug it in until the next day. So to wash this, you can't really wash it. But on this one, it didn't really leak anywhere else, because here it has access for extra. It should leak out under by itself. But if you see debris, stuff that leaked out around here, you have to do maybe the same thing over here. But most of the times it leaks right here and goes right under the heater and damages the heater. And then nothing works. Okay, I'm gonna apply the gasket maker. I'll show how to do it. Make sure it's all evened. Evenly spread, but not inside. For a little bit, it's okay, but it has this groove. So it should go right like this. You see? Make sure you get it everywhere. The excess, you can wipe it off. So I'm gonna put the screw back in that once I took off. So even you get on the screws, it's gonna help better hold together. Okay, so I washed this. It was pretty dirty. So now, let's put this together. Hi guys, I just noticed when I put the heater from a wrong side. Just remember, it works great either way. And I just saw the heaters online cost about $10. The washer goes right here. So you can see where the heater goes. The screw. Now, get this. Okay, now we're gonna put it back here. So we're gonna put it right there so this doesn't go anywhere. Make sure this goes all the way out. And this goes where it's supposed to go. See, this didn't go that place where it's supposed to go. See, right here. And this goes right here. But make sure, don't forget the spring. And this goes. So then you put 2 screws, 3 screws. So make sure all the wires are not in a way of anything clear. Okay, so this goes right here, right? You can remove this to clean it. But sometimes I believe this might leak. It goes down. Only goes on the bottom though. It doesn't damage, but could damage. So I'm gonna put some of the gasket maker on this too. Can be removed, but I'd rather clean it. You don't have to do this, but if you want. But still, you can remove it if you like. Okay, this time, to be a little careful, I'm gonna put some of the stuff around here as well. I don't want to have a leak over here now, because it's gonna leak directly on top. So this goes right on here. So when it goes right on top, make sure you clean the excess up. I'm gonna screw these in before anything. What I did the last one, just to make sure everything is good, I put some of the Loctite. So this goes up and down. Make sure it's loose. Make sure you go put the spring in, hold it tight, and turn this. Try to screw it while the thing moves. You gotta hold it tight, so. And make sure you put it where you had it previously. Then this goes on here. With two little screws. So we need to put the screw. Same thing, I'm gonna put some Loctite on this one too. On this screw as well, just a little bit. Just to make sure it doesn't come off. Oh, too much. Okay, so if you have a problem adjusting, you can adjust this up and down if you think you need more or less, because this is what controls how much in the screw under. This holds it in one spot. Like I said, make sure you leave it overnight for everything. So I'm gonna fill it up and I'm gonna let everything dry out, and I'll show you the next day how it works. There you go. Thanks for watching. I'll show the end results. Let's see if it works. Oh, yes, it does.
I'm sure Megan will be thankful.
It works. Okay, this is my barbershop, Sam's barbershop in Connecticut. Make sure follow my social media. Sam's Finest Cuts on Instagram and TikTok.